Hey there, and welcome to another Dave Does. Today we are checking out the band Liliac, and the song is Symphony of Destruction. This is a cover of a Megadeth song. So we're going to check back to Liliac. We've done quite a few reactions on the old Dave Does channel, which is still going. Just change the format over on there, but please do go check those out. And of course I've done a couple of things on this channel as well. Now, my reactions to Liliac have been a bit up and down. So some things I've really liked, some I've not been a fan of. And I guess it changes with times how you certain things you feel about a band. The one thing I would say is everything I've ever seen of them, I've got a lot of admiration for the amount of work they put into what they do, their dedication and their professionalism. I think sounds or they look and sound amazing for what they're aiming for. It's just sometimes personal preferences get in the way. So if you're not particularly into that sort of style of music or into that sort of visual performance, it can sometimes make you not really appreciate what they've done. Now I'm going to look into this one particularly with the idea that I know Megadeth. Symphony of Destruction was one of the first songs I probably heard of them, and then I went backwards through their catalogue and then forward through their catalogue as they've kind of gone on. So I'll be really intrigued to see how they put their own spin on it, because obviously they did Master of Puppets, and I liked how they made it more their own. Whether I agreed with how it sounded, not agreed's the wrong word to use there, and I have to be careful how I phrase my words here. Whether I preferred it to the original is not the point. What the point was actually that I liked they did something different with it, and that gives it their own individual stamp. So it makes it sound more Liliac rather than just playing a cover for the sake of it. And I'm hoping they're going to do the same with Symphony of Destruction. I'm hoping it's not going to be just a straight cover of Megadeth Symphony of Destruction, because if that is the case, then what's the point? Always try and put your own spin on it. Now they've been around for quite a few years now, starting off obviously on the Broadwalk, from LA, Sibling Piece, 5-piece. Were they 2016? I thought. Oh God, no, they were even earlier. Hang on. I don't know. Actually, no, I'm trying to find out the history here. So I don't know how long they've been going on for. I thought it was about 5 years now they've been doing this. Please though, do let me know in the comments down below, correct me if I'm wrong. But let's do this. Symphony of Destruction. I've got the lyrics up as well. I'll share thoughts and feelings at the end. Remember, there's no pausing or talking during the video, and I'll let you know what I think at the end of it. Let's count this in. 3, 2, 1, go.
Take a mortal man and put him in control. Watch him become a god. Watch people's heads roll. Symphony of Destruction. starts to rumble. World powers fall. Wanting for the heavens. A peaceful man stands tall. Tall. Just like the Pied Piper, led rats through the streets. We dance like marionettes, swing to the symphony. Just like the Pied Piper, led rats through the streets. We dance like marionettes, swing to the symphony. Swing to the symphony of destruction.
Thank you so much for watching. We really hope you enjoyed our music video.
Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video.
Hit the notification bell so you won't miss out on any of our content.
Check out more of our music videos on our channel. Rock on and rock hard!
Okay, there we go. Liliac and Symphony of Destruction. That was a really good cover. I liked what she was doing vocally, so she's obviously channeling her inner Dio. I was sitting there just thinking, because I couldn't remember if I'd ever heard them speaking, so I was trying to remember if they have any accents or anything like that, because she does put on, in her singing, she does have this sort of accent in her tone, which makes you kind of think of it as kind of almost a bit of European accent, and then you kind of hear them speaking, you're going, well, they're not speaking in that, so it's obviously an accent that she sings with, and a lot of people do. They do put on it, they use a certain singing style which sounds different to their speaking voice, so it's not a bad thing, it's just an observation. That's what I kind of heard. It did sound slightly different to me, but I liked it. It was cool. I liked how it was very theatrical. They looked like they were having a lot of fun in the video, which is cool. Lots of after effects with wizardry, and I was trying to remember the Symphony for Destruction, whether or not it had any I was thinking, have I missed the point on Symphony of Destruction's lyrics? Because let's just have a look. Just like the Pied Piper led rats through the streets, we danced like marionettes swaying to the Symphony of Destruction, which I thought was more of a political song. So I don't know if the video ties in any shape or form to the lyrics at all, from what I could tell. I guess it's an interpretation of what they've kind of taken it back. They look like they were going through a little bit more. It's almost like a little bit like role-playing, online gaming, was it open world type games? Because I noticed a few imageries that were from online gaming, and I can't think of what the games are called now. The one with that big key sword. Someone will tell me in the comments below. I'm sure it's a game I haven't played, but I have heard it referred to. But yeah, everyone seemed to be playing a part. I liked how there was lots of kind of certain glances at cameras. So I was wondering how much of it is planned for. So, because obviously I know that their parents have got this huge impact on the band as far as direction. So I wonder how much of that is them sort of going, I want you to do this. I want you to do this stance. I want you to play with the frame and do that. Or how much of that was kind of free run for them to allow them to kind of just go for it and do your own sort of thing. Because there was lots of difference. I have a feeling it's a bit of both in there. I think there was some clear direction of what they wanted to do, and they've taken off some of the improv bits as well, and so that was a cool bit. We'll add that, and so they had a kind of a guidance maybe of certain things they needed to capture for the video. The only thing I would say that I would have liked to see maybe more or heard more of is I really couldn't hear the keyboards. I was really listening for it because obviously we've got a double track guitar in there because you hear it when the solo kicks in. Oh, by the way, guitar sounded amazing. I loved his solo. His pitch squeals were awesome. Really loved his playing on that. Bass was cool, really solid, keeping in time with the drums. So from that point of view, that was a really locked together song, and that's a song you just have to have locked together because it's such heavy, driven by that bass line, that boom, 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 boom. If you get that slightly off, it does sound awful. So that sounded nice and tight. But yeah, so from the keyboard point of view, that's why I had to switch to headphones for 1 minute because I was like, I can't hear anything, and that's for me. I would have liked to have heard more of that because you've got a keyboard player there. Make the most of it, incorporate it into the song, see if you can get something else in there. I don't feel like the keyboards were playing any sort of backup guitar parts, because that wouldn't have really sounded right. So you've definitely got two guitars being played there. So I don't know. If anyone could hear what the keyboards were doing, let me know in the comments below, because maybe I'll have to go back and have another listen through that just to kind of get that in my head. But yeah, thumbs up from me. Liliac, Symphony of Destruction, great cover. Preferred it to the Metallica one. Mainly it's because I actually prefer the song to the Metallica. I'm not a big massive fan of Master of Puppets. It's an okay song. I used to love it. Maybe I've listened to it too much. But I think Symphony of Destruction is a good rock out track, and it's a great sort of driving song, and yeah, it's just a little bit more, for me, accessible. Some people call it boring. I just find it's a cool track from that point of view. Now, if you like this video, please do subscribe, click the bell icon, like and share. And remember, always be yourself. Unless you can be Batman, then always be Batman.